There is a land where mountains rise like guardians of time, a land where rivers sing ancient melodies, where every valley holds a memory, and every sunrise feels like a promise. That land is Georgia, a country where the earth itself tells stories, stories of courage, struggle, faith, and love, stories carried through centuries by proud people who never forgot who they are. Between the towering peaks of the Caucasus Mountains and the warm shores of the Black Sea, Georgia stands strong and beautiful, like a bridge between worlds. The mountains watch over the villages covered with snow in winter, golden in autumn, green and alive in spring. Every road that winds through the hills feels like a journey through history. Old stone towers stand proudly in Svaneti, silent witnesses of generations that protected their land. Georgia is not just a place on the map. It is a spirit that lives in the hearts of its people, in their kindness, in their pride, in their deep love for their homeland. In Georgia, a guest is never just a visitor. A guest is a blessing. Doors open without hesitation, tables filled with food and laughter. Wine flows like a river of friendship, and stories continue late into the night. Hospitality here is sacred, it comes from the soul. The vineyards of Giorgadze stretch under the warm sun, where grapes grow slowly with patience, just like the traditions that shape this land. Wine in Georgia is more than a drink, it is history in a glass, a tradition older than kingdom, shared between generations with pride. Music echoes through valleys and cities alike. The powerful voices of Georgian polyphony rise together like mountains themselves. When Georgians sing, they do not just sing melodies, they sing their history. The sound carries strength, but also deep emotion, a harmony that feels ancient and eternal. The cities breathe with life and memory, Tbilisi shining between hills and river, Kutaisi carrying centuries of stories, Batumi reflecting lights on the Black Sea coast. But beyond the cities, the soul of Georgia lives in its villages. In quiet fields where farmers wait before sunrise, and shepherds guiding their flocks through mountain paths, and grandmothers baking bread in traditional ovens, and children playing under the wide open sky. There is something powerful about this land, something that touches everyone who visits. Maybe it is the warmth of the people, maybe it is the beauty of the mountains, maybe it is the feeling that this land has a heartbeat. Georgia has known hardship, empires have come and gone, wars have scarred the land, but Georgia endured because the strength of this country lives in its people. People who never lost their language, never abandoned their traditions, never stopped loving their homeland. Every stone church standing on a hill, every ancient monastery carved into the cliffs, every cross rising towards the sky speaks of faith that survived centuries. And when the sun sets behind the mountains, painting the sky in red and gold, the land becomes quiet for a moment, as if Georgia itself takes a breath. The wind moves through the valleys, carrying the voices of the past and the hopes of the future. And in that moment you understand something important. Georgia is not just a country, it is a home. A home built from love, from resilience, from culture and tradition. A home where the past is honored and the future is welcome. And anyone who has ever walked its roads, drunk its wine, heard its songs, or felt the warmth of its people carries a piece of Georgia forever. Because this land is more than mountains and rivers, it is a heart, and that heart beats strong. Georgia, beautiful, proud, eternal.